All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all glory, and all honors unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Dash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. This is another edition of GMS News and Prophecy. And I'm basically going to entitle this lesson, the fourth beast is breaking down. Okay? This kingdom that Esau has set up is being broken down. Okay? So I have a couple of articles here. Lord, when I don't make this too long, I just want to bring out certain points in them to show you how, we're at the end of this man's society. Okay? So this first one here is from Reuters. It says NATO experiencing brain death. France's Macron says. Okay, it says France's president warned fellow European countries on Thursday that NATO was dying, citing a lack of coordination and U.S. unpredictability under President Donald Trump. Comments quickly rejected as drastic by the German chancellor. Okay, so this this system, which NATO is the fourth beast, when you go into the scriptures in Daniel the second chapter and in the book of Revelation, starting at the 13th chapter, it talks about the beast coming out of the sea. That would be the Roman Empire coming back as NATO, and this includes America. Okay. So you can see that the president of France said that NATO's dying. Okay. And this is, all a part of the elite's plan to break down this current world order so they can bring in a new world order. But according to biblical prophecy, which is the key to it all, there is no new world order for Esau. Once this system breaks down, that's it. Okay? So I'm going to keep reading now. It says, well, matter of fact, since I mentioned the prophecy, let's go to the scriptures. Let's go to Daniel, the second chapter. All right, let's go to Daniel 2. All right, so this is the book of Daniel, chapter 2, and verse 40. It says, "And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron." That's Rome and its military might. It says, "For as much as iron breaketh in pieces and subdueth all things, and as iron that breaketh all these, shall it break in pieces and bruise." Okay, so what's going on here is the Roman Empire came and conquered the previous kingdom before it, the Greek Empire, and went on to conquer other lands. But now it says, "And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided." Now this goes into the modern day period. Okay, the feet and toes will represent the European Union. Okay, and the European Union is divided, which they also make up NATO. It says, "But there shall be in it of the strength of the iron, for as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay." So they do have certain strong countries within the EU and NATO, and certain weak countries. Okay, now at one point, one of the strong countries was Germany. Okay, so now I have an article here, and this is from fortune.com, and this is from November 12th. It says, "Germany still faces east-west divides as economic troubles loom." See, at one point, Germany was one of the stronger economies in the EU, but now its economy is being weakened. Okay, so now you had here the German chancellor, which is Angela Merkel, saying that the statement by the French president Macron, she said that his statements about NATO dying was drastic, but her own country is dying, you know? I'm not going to read all of this. I'm going to jump around. I want to get to the point. Let's see here. It says, after spending the weekend celebrating 30 years of freedom and unity, Germans face the tough reality that they are still split along east-west lines and that some schisms are even growing. Okay? Let's see here. Now it says the ripple effect in Germany is profound, and not just for the economy. Disillusioned and feeling marginalized, 1 in 5 East Germans voted for the hardline Nationalist Party Alternative for Germany, or AfD, in 2017 elections, making it the first far-right political party to gain seats in the Bundestag since the end of World War II. 2 years on, Merkel now presides over a fractured country. Her role as Europe's titular leader in decline. Like I said, Germany was one of the stronger countries, but now it's declining. It says she has said she will retire in 2022. So it's true. What Macron stated about NATO is true. Okay? Now let's go into America. All right. Shalom. Back on the list, and I just had to handle something. But as you can see here, this article that I have here is from thedailysignal.com, which is headlined "The Decline of America's Military and Why It Matters." Okay, so also too, America, or the U.S., the United States, is also a part of NATO, which is a part of this system, which is the beast. Okay, so now we're seeing the tension in Germany, the back and forth that its citizens have onto the top of the government. NATO is essentially brain dead, as the article says, and now you have the decline of the American military. Okay, so let me read this here. It says, none of us want to think about another attack on America, but nor do we want to be unprepared if such an attack occurs. Dakota Wood, the lead editor of the Heritage Foundation's Index of U.S. Military Strength, explains that right now, the military's readiness status is marginal. Right, and I did a video on this last week, okay? It says, in other words, between aging equipment and other problems, we're far from ready to fight if we have to wage war against two different enemies. So this system is weak, man. Okay, the beast is going down. All right, it's breaking apart. It's breaking down economically, militarily. Its citizens are divided against the government. The government's coming down hard on the citizens. So this is just a sign of the times. Okay, and as the scripture says that Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows, where Esau's world is ending. Okay, so now let me go and get matter of fact, you go back to the blue letter. All right, and I was in Daniel the 2nd chapter. Okay, because once the beast falls, all right, and once this system goes down, then it's going to be a new kingdom in the earth. All right. So this is Daniel chapter 2. Let's see. I read 40, 41. I'll start at 42. It says, and as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another. Even as iron is not mixed with clay, and these countries are not cleaving one to another. Okay? Everything is breaking apart. You got the Brexit situation going on in the UK with England wanting to break away from the EU. So that's a part of that's definitely a part of this prophecy coming to pass. All right? Now, verse 44 is the point. It says, and in the days of these kings, which these kings are now, these days now, with the EU and NATO, it says, shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom. The God of heaven, or the power of heaven, is Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and he's setting up his kingdom, which are the Israelites. Okay? The Israelites are who you see on the street corners teaching about the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans being the true Jews, the true Israelites. Okay? That's the Heavenly Father setting up a kingdom, because once this kingdom goes down, the next rulers, according to prophecy, is going to be the kingdom of Israel. Okay? It says, and in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed. So once the Israelites are back in power, the kingdom is not going to be broken down in each sector and each country. No, it's going to be forever standing. It says, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people. So it's only going to be the Israelites in power, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms. So all these nations' kingdoms that's breaking down now, they're going to be broken down, and they're going to be subject to the Israelites. It says, and it shall stand forever. And that's what's coming. All right? A kingdom that's going to stand forever. And that's the kingdom of Israel. All right? The kingdom of the Hebrew Israelites. All right? So that's it. That's the point here. As you can see, these countries are breaking down. The beast is being broken down systematically through the word of the Lord, through prophecy, and Esau's word is at the end. So with that, I'm gonna give all praise and glory and honors unto Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom.